Welcome back here to Rio Sports Live. We get set for the second half of action here as the Diamondbacks from Pioneer are taking on the Roosevelt Rough Riders. Roosevelt Rough Riders have a 10-point lead as we start the second half. Diamondbacks played with them tough early on, and then the Rough Riders took over in the second quarter. Now the Diamondbacks get a stop after the first play from the third quarter, and a running one-hander will go up and in, made by Eddie Marburger. 8-point game, off-balance shot goes up, no good, and a lot of contact underneath. And Angelo Smith will make his way to the line. Thanks for joining us here on RioSportsLive.com. Earlier, it was Dickinson on a shot that landed with 1.2 seconds to go to defeat the Los Fresnos Falcons. And now in this one, it's the Diamondbacks of Pioneer trying to knock off Roosevelt, but Roosevelt right now on top by 8, looking for more. They'll throw it outside to Smith in the corner, and on the baseline, it'll be a strong move and a blocking foul. That'll send Isaiah Nash to the line. The Diamondbacks, in just the second quarter, about the midway point of the second quarter, started having a lot of difficulties taking care of the ball against the Roosevelt Rough Riders. And that resulted in some quick, easy baskets, and before you knew it, it was a double-digit lead. Pioneers out of the gate were leading in this ball game, showing they could play with this team, but again, doesn't take many turnovers to suddenly send it into a separation between the two teams. Nash shaking up a bit. They give him time to recover, and now he's ready to go with the free throw. 2 shots coming up. Good on that one. Second one good. Pressure set up by the Rough Riders. This is what gave Pioneer problems in that second quarter. Diamondbacks will get it to the baseline. Now work it outside, working on the inside the paint. Loose ball picked up by the Diamondbacks. Kick it back around the perimeter for a 3, and that's in. Luke Padilla with a 3. Quickly on the other side. Shot goes up, rolls off the mark, no good. Rebound, offensive board, though. Now the ball's loose in the paint. Still loose. They'll dive out there for it, and picked up by the Diamondbacks. Padilla spins past one defender. Another one there to pick him up. Missed the shot. And a pushing foul. Ball goes out of bounds. I'll call that foul on David Atkins. Non-shooting foul. And the Diamondbacks will throw it in. Down to a 7-point game. They could cut into this a little more. Inbound pass, they have trouble with it, but they get it inside, and a shot rolls off the mark, no good. Offensive board put that up, no good either. Rebound, and here come the Rough Riders. Great pass ahead. Down the right side goes Smith. Angelo Smith will miss that point-blank shot. Down to a 4-point game. There's a 3 on the way. That's a good look and a made shot by Isaiah Nash. Diamondback ball in the backcourt. Miguel Angel with the ball in the backcourt. Hands it off to Padilla. Padilla to Ramiro. Still in the backcourt. Back to Padilla. Now they're on the offensive end. Top of the key 3. And that's a good one. Luke Padilla with another basket. Lead back to 4. Back come the Roughnecks, or Rough Riders. And that one's thrown away. Turnover gives the ball back to Pioneer. Pass the word along on social media. Share this link so that other fans out there may know what's going on, just in case Follow their teams, follow just RGV sports in general here in the Rio Grande Valley. Off balance shot goes down for Leo Salinas, and we're back to a 2-point game. 5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Rough Riders with the ball on the perimeter. They showed in the first half that they've got shooters and also feed off of pressure defense. Off the dribble, Nash. Overhead pass to Brooks. Cirrus Brooks hands it off to Angelo Smith. Back out on top for a three by Nash, and this one's too strong. Rebound by the Diamondbacks, and in the front court, Padilla. One hands a pass over to Angel. Top of the key again. Stepping through is nothing there for the Diamondbacks on this offensive set. Padilla on the dribble. 4:26 to go. Lobs a nice pass in on the baseline and travel. LeVar Lindo had the ball in position enough to make that shot. Tried to back his way in a little further. Got called for the steps. Rough Rider ball. Ali Abdikadar with the ball. Reverse it over on the left side to Smith. Angelo Smith. Nice pass over to Nash. That's an open three, and count it. Nash left that open. Will bury each one each time. 5-point lead for the Rough Riders. Diamondbacks basketball. Mauricio Ramiro, we're bringing across the timeline. Picked up on defense by Rashad Owens. Beats him on the dribble. Tried to force a pass, and that ball's knocked and then kicked out of there. It'll remain in the hands of the Diamondbacks with 3:45 remaining here in the third quarter. Substitution in the game for the Diamondbacks. Here comes Aaron Cuevas. Sees his action here in the third quarter. Diamondbacks to inbound the ball. Having trouble. They'll get it out to Padilla. Padilla puts it on the floor. Guarded by Sean Moore. Into the paint. Jumper up off the back of the rim. Falls home. Nice soft touch by Mauricio Ramiro. On the other side, the Rough Riders, that's a charge. That's on Nash, pushing off to get that position inside. Diamondbacks get it back. Down just 3. Padilla hands the ball off in the backcourt to Ramiro. Ramiro edges his way to the timeline. Picked up by Abdikadir. And then a whistle and a push off is going to be called against the Diamondbacks. Off the ball, setting a screen. They'll get Cuevas. Gives the ball back to the Rough Riders. 2 more games after this tonight. PSJA North takes on Porter, and then Nicky Rowe takes on this same Roosevelt team. And then we'll have wrapped up pool play for the day. Right side pass, and off the dribble. That ball's deflected, and here come the Diamondbacks, and they'll turn it over right back to you. Rough Riders back on the attack. Inside layup good. Made by Kevin Heisen. 5-point lead. Diamondbacks. Work the ball in the back court and out of the front court. There's a 3 on the way by Padilla. That rims out. Offensive rebound, Cuevas, and that is taken away. Here come the Rough Riders into a lot of traffic, into a triple team. They'll turn it over right back to you. Here comes Ramiro. One-hand pass over to Angel. Nothing there for him. Back outside to Padilla. Padilla with 2:11 to go. Tries to shake Angelo Smith. Hands it off to Brooks. Brooks spins, forces a 17-footer. That's off the mark, no good. Rashad Owens with the board. Quickly ahead to Smith. Layup good and a foul. Angelo Smith with the bucket. Stops play with 1:57 to go. And we are in the third quarter of play. Smith ready to go. made that three-point play. Extend the lead to 8 for the Rough Riders from Roosevelt out of San Antonio. Mauricio Ramiro has the ball, 1:49 to go here in the third quarter. Hands it off, that's Marburger for a long three, but that's off the mark. Rebound comes down, and here come the Rough Riders yet again. Nice pass, left side. Owens layup good. What happened in the second quarter? It went from a close game to double digits just like that. And just like that, timeout call. We'll be back after this. Diamondbacks trail the Rough Riders. This is RioSportsLive.com.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique, collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Back here after the timeout, the Pioneer Diamondbacks trying to get fired back up and get back out there with the same intensity they started this ball game with, in which they kind of blitzed the Roosevelt Rough Riders. Out of the gate, took a lead. Rough Riders regrouped in the second quarter, took control, and have now been in the driver's seat as far as who owns the lead and how the separation points are. They've been up double digits more than once. They have the ball now in the front court. Marburger. Nice pass inside. That shot's rejected out of there. Rashad Owens with a big block shot. Aaron Cuevas thought he had an easy shot. Owens said, 10-point game. Forced pass, steal, and here comes Owens. Into the front court. Nice one-handed pass, and the shot goes knocked out of bounds off of the Rough Riders. Nice recovery that time by Mauricio Ramiro. Diamondbacks will inbound the ball on the baseline. Marburger brings it across the timeline. Over to the side for a Garza three. That's off the mark. Long rebound comes out, and the Rough Riders control it. Into the front court is Angelo Smith. 1:05 left here in the third quarter. Rough Riders are from the San Antonio area. Roosevelt High School. Tough shot by Smith, funnels home. Angelo Smith, another bucket. Diamondbacks with the ball, needing a basket now. Mauricio Ramiro brings it up to the timeline, across. On the baseline. Nothing works for Garza. Backs it out, maintains his dribble. Now he lobs it inside. A lot of contact. That shot blocked, but a foul called. Cuevas was going to work inside. And he'll step to the free throw line with 30 seconds left here in the third quarter. Second one coming up. Cuevas makes that. 11-point game. Rough Riders. See if they go for one shot here with 24 seconds left. Handling the ball is Brennan Navarro Roberts. Into the corner to Roberts. Top of the key, it goes to Heisen. Heisen over in the corner. Baseline move made by Smith. Now he's in trouble. Lost control of the ball. Picked off with 6 seconds to go for the Diamondbacks. Quick pass ahead of the pack and is tipped out of bounds with 2 seconds left. Diamondbacks will get a chance to inbound the ball on the offensive end. Bucket here, you can cut it back to single digits for the Diamondbacks, who would trim the lead to 4 here in this quarter. Here's a three on the way, no chance. 3 quarters in the books. We'll be back with the fourth quarter. This is RioSportsLive.com.
My name is Isaac Smith, and I'm co-owner of Mott's Building Materials. The Mott's Paint Department has everything you need for any budget. We carry professional-grade products from brands like PPG, Ralph Lauren, Czar Stains, all at great prices. With the newest technology on the market, you can see the latest color trends and visualize your next project. If you still need help, we can give you pointers and make suggestions based on what you need. Built on history, built on family, built on trust. Mott's Building Materials.
We are back as we get ready for the fourth quarter play. Diamondback Pioneers are taking on the Roosevelt Rough Riders. Rough Riders out of the San Antonio area. And it's Rough Rider basketball, and they lead by 11. Pioneers have cut the lead to 4. Appeared to be in this game back in the third quarter. See if they can run up the hill one more time. They'll turn it over on the first possession. And that time, no one really there to help Alan Ramirez, who got caught up in a quick double team. Roosevelt ball. They'll work it top of the key to Owens. Owens over to Nash. Nash pulls up with a jumper, banks it up, no good. Rebound by the Diamondbacks. Need buckets on possessions, nearly turn it over. Pioneer needs to come on with a little bit of a run here and get back in this game. The next 2 to 3 minutes, you would think. Baseline move made. Out to the top, this'll help. Padilla misses. Rebound taken down by Adkins. Overhead pass in the front court. Back outside. Travel. Atkins took that quick jab step on the catch of the pass. And whether you travel or not, that's going to be called a travel 90% of the time. Just the way it looks when you take the ball in the pass. 7:10 to go. Nearly a minute gone here in the fourth quarter. Diamondbacks need to do something about this 11-point lead. Turn it over. Rough Riders in the front court. On the dribble, Smith kicks it out in the corner. Quick move made by Nash. Takes it hard to the hole and made it. Isaiah Nash continues to lead the team in scoring for the Rough Riders, who are now up 13. Diamondbacks in the front court. Ramirez has it. Takes it strong inside the paint, has his shot blocked out of there, and here come the Rough Riders on the run again. It's Smith. Angelo Smith lays it in. Timeout called by the Diamondbacks. Rough Riders now taking full control of this game. 6:31 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Mott's Lumberyard is one of the largest in the valley. If you need it, we have it. Everything from lumber, insulation, roofing, plywood, and sheetrock. After 45 years of business, we've basically came up with our own lumber philosophy that allows us to offer the best option to customers on any job. We know the area, we know the lumber, and most importantly, we know you. Built on history, built on family, built on trust. Mott's Building Materials.
Thank you again for joining us once again here on RioSportsLive.com. I'm Joe Bowling with you. 2 more games after this, and we'll have day 1 in the books. And we'll be right back at it with games starting at 9 a.m. And that'll be a platinum bracket play. That's all we'll have here from this gym throughout the day, including all 4 quarterfinal games that'll be carried right here. Then the next morning, we'll get up earlier and we'll get you in for those semifinal games and eventually lead to the championship game on Saturday afternoon. Roosevelt taking control of this game, trying to build on the lead. They can't do it there. Rebound taken down by Luke Padilla. Then he's fouled in the backcourt. Started out the morning with an Edinburgh North come from behind victory over La Jolla's Coyotes. Ended up winning that by a couple. Harlingen South rolled through Laredo Figueroa. And that got us going. Marburger has the basketball for the Diamondbacks. Hands it off to Padilla. Padilla back to Marburger. Puts it on the floor. Big dribble, that's a carry. Marburger trying to make that extra step move. Lost control of his dribble, got called for the carry. Stops the clock with 5:44 remaining in the game. Rough Rider basketball. They can work some time if they elect to do so. That ball's knocked off the leg of Angelo Smith, and the Diamondbacks get it back. Hard to believe, not so long ago in this game, it was a 4-point difference between the teams. Rough Riders went on a run, took over from there. Marburger brings it across the timeline for the Diamondbacks. Outside, no shot yet. Now they'll work it back to Marburger. Reverse it, baseline, nothing doing. Baseline corner, a lot of contact and a foul called. Rough Rider substitute checks in the game. Isaiah Nash back in. Meanwhile, the Diamondbacks will inbound the ball. For Roosevelt, they'll be right back on the floor here. There's one game between. As next on the floor here will be PSJA North against Porter. But the last game here on day one in the main gym will have Nicky Rowe taking on Roosevelt. On the social media, if you're watching us out there, give us a shout out. Also, be sure to share the link. First free throw, no good. Another one coming up for Ali Abdikadir. Made it. 5:13 remaining. Diamondbacks nearly turned it over. Into the front court, they'll work it outside. Ramirez now in the corner for a three by Sanchez. That's no good. Rebound by the Rough Riders, and across the midcourt stripe they come. Nash has it. Layup goes up, no good, and a foul called on the floor. Stops play with 4:51 remaining here in the fourth. Cody Sanchez checks out of the game, fouling out. Nash misses the putback, easy on the inbound play, nothing doing. Marburger brings it across for the Diamondbacks, who have yet to score here in the fourth quarter. That ball is in the backcourt. Tracked down by Padilla, brings it back across the timeline. There were some coaches prior to this tournament starting that said that this Roosevelt team had enough to win this thing. Three by Padilla, won't go. Rebound, and here comes Angelo Smith. Dickinson, which won it last year, was tested to the extreme by Los Fresnos, but found a way to win on a last-second shot. That's without the services of Julian. I'm going to find out what happened to him. Diamondbacks, nice pass, layup good, and a foul. Nick Zieski with the bucket. Stops the clock with 4:05 remaining. Zieski will shoot the free throw. Misses that. Rebound by the Rough Riders, Nash. Nash has it in the backcourt, brings it front side. On the left corner goes to Smith. Smith steps away from Marburger's defense, watches a cutter go through, gets it back to the top of the key to Santos. Jason Santos puts it on the floor. Run a weave with Nash, and now Smith back to Nash. Open three, and no. Rebound by Marburger. For the Diamondbacks, they go inside. Shot goes up off the glass, no good. Rebound out. Padilla has it. Tried to go with a no-look pass. That's out of bounds. He was looking for LeVar Lindo. Turnover gives it to the Rough Riders. Rough Riders will bring it up to the mid-court stripe across the timeline. Quick double team, but Santos dribbled away from it. Now they'll get it into Nash, goes against Lindo and gets fouled. Stops us with 3:14 remaining. At the line, Isaiah Nash. Made that one. Second one coming up for Nash. 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, right here in this gym, we'll start play. And we'll, same as today, we'll go with about every hour and a half there will be games played. At 3 o'clock is when it gets interesting. We start getting into the quarterfinals. 3, 4:30, 6, and 7:30. Those are the prime games. And those are all the quarterfinal games, all played here on this gym. I know some of these tournaments spread the wealth and have quarterfinals and semifinals played in different locations, but not here. Everything rotates to this gym. Some of these bracket games will be played at the McAllen Convention Center tomorrow. That'll be some of the early first round games in the bracket play. Other than that, there's 4 games that'll be played over there. In that gym. But that all wraps up as they then get into the gold bracket consolation games at 3 and 4:30. And then everything rotates to this gym. Layup up and in made. And now we're beating on a 20-point lead for Roosevelt. Pioneer led in this ball game early. How about this one? Up and in by Daquan Kindred. 2:43 to go. Another steal. And here comes Atkins for a layup. David Atkins. The games that have been close here today, and most were, teams just took care of the ball. Even if shots weren't falling, they took care of the ball. In the Santa Rosa game, now that was a different story. The Warriors ran into a team that literally couldn't miss. There's a shot that misses. Rebound, and here comes the Rough Riders in the front court again. Missed shot, put back up and in. They were 3-on-1 on that break off a missed shot. 2 minutes remain. This is a 4-point game midway through the third quarter here. Diamondbacks working, force it. There's a steal, there's a turnover, and here comes Kindred in the front court for another layup. Made it. Minute 38 left. This, in essence, will be our only blowout we've covered here. The Warriors lost by 18 to a Palmview team that just really couldn't miss. I mean, Palmview just out of the gate wouldn't not miss a shot and never back down. Even when the Warriors were making shots of their own, Palmview, with an impressive day shooting the ball, wins at 72-54. Timeout called there. We'll keep it right here. In between games, I'm going to take a real quick break. It's time to rest a voice that's been going all day, and we'll go all day again tomorrow and Saturday. We do thank you guys for keeping track of what we're doing here on Rio Sports Live. Roosevelt out of the huddle. Substitute in the game, Matthew Kyle checks in. They pretty much emptied their bench, as have the Diamondbacks, with a minute 18 left to go. Santos off the dribble, hands it off. That's George Brooks in the game. Forced to pass in the direction of Matthew Kyle. Got it. Kicks it outside to Kindred. Minute left in the game. Santos to Brooks. To Atkins. Now a three. No good. Missed by Kyle. Rebound by the Diamondbacks. Outlet pass, and here comes Nick Zieski. Big step. Nearly traveled. Gets it over to Ramirez. 43 seconds left here in the ball game. Whistle and a blocking foul is going to be called on Atkins. That's the 8th team foul, so that'll be free throws. Brownsville Porter hits the floor next, taking on PSJA North. And then the final game tonight, Nicky Rowe right back against this Roosevelt team. Free throw, no good. Rebound by the Rough Riders. Into the front court comes Santos. 32 seconds to go. Spins away from the defense twice. Threw it away. Turnover. Here come the Diamondbacks back in the front court. Zieski lost control. Picks it back up. Quick three launched and missed by Ramon Hernandez. 17 seconds left here in this game. On the dribble, Ramirez. Guarded by Abdi Kadir. And there's a turnover with 11 seconds to go in the game. Rough Riders will get it in, and Santos hands it off to Abdi Kadir, and this should do it. Off the dribble to the left side, splits a double team, easy layup, got it. At the buzzer, and that does it. Final score, 76-50, Roosevelt defeats Pioneer. Hope you enjoyed this broadcast, reminding you can watch all of our games on archive and go back and watch them over again. Pass the word along. I'll be back after a little bit. Watch the website, watch the social media, and PSJA North takes on Porter. We'll be back. This is Rio Sports Live.